All right, so let's talk about the Yellowflash situation. Yellowflash was exposed yesterday on this show for not paying John Dillard, putting John Dillard in a situation where he had to choose. Shane, I want you to think about this because this is the argument. We have people, the people defending this are so goddamn stupid. It's
Yeah,
painful.
I've read up on it, but I've also not gotten involved with it. Because some of this is I've heard these arguments working in comics, especially people in Image Comics and stuff with creator rights and stuff. So this argument could go on for months. Anybody can argue any angle of it. It really all is going to boil down to like what optics are.
Well, what happened was we had John Dillard. By the way, one of the arguments that people hit me with was they said, you don't even. Hey, isn't it true? Yellow Flash goes, by the way, when I showed Ethan like the first page of the story, he told me it wasn't even good. So some hero Ethan is. And that is true. Yellow Flash showed me the first page of John Dillard's artwork in private, and I said, Yellow Flash, like, I have to come to you and just tell you, like, this book that you're doing, it's going to make a lot of money. It's going to make like $1 million. This art, based on what I'm seeing right here, it's not up to standard, dude. You need to hire, like, seriously, you need to hire a Marvel or DC artist. You could get one. I'm assuming that Yellow Flash is going to pay him. And he went, no, I'm going to stick with this. And I went, okay. And indeed, the next few pages that he showed looked a lot better. But the first couple of pages with Nazis running away from airplanes or something, I was like, this just isn't, this is kind of amateurish. I didn't know that John Dillard was drawing on a card table in a house with no roof in it and water coming in or whatever it was. I didn't realize that was the situation. John Dillard has an arrangement with Yellow Flash to draw his comic book. I don't know how long his comic book is. I'm assuming it's probably, how
I
long
think
is it?
I think it's like 48 pages or something. I think it's our model.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Let's just assume that. Maybe it's more, but
Right.
let's just assume.
Yeah, it was just my opinion about that page, and I was like, I don't know, dude. I think you could probably get a better artist than this. He's like, some hero. I'm like, dude, it doesn't even matter how I feel about John Dillard's artwork. By the way, I like what I've seen since. But again, these guys, what they do is they try to obfuscate. The point isn't whether or not John Dillard is a wonderful human being and a fantastic artist. That is not the point here. It doesn't matter. Opinions are going to vary about everything. I think he seems like a nice guy and his artwork's pretty good. That's not the point. The point is, you hired him to draw a comic book and you gave him this choice. You said to him, you have a choice here. You can either get paid for the book, page by page, or you can co-own the book 40% when it comes out. And to me, that's a choice. 40%. I don't know how long it's going to take to do this book. It's a real gamble. You're sending somebody a gamble here. It is a ridiculous choice. So you can either take a page rate, which is going to be low. Yellow Flash is going to have to pay it. Or you can just hold out, and if you hold out for a year with no income, then you might make You might make like $400,000. If the book makes $1 million, $400,000. Life-changing money. So Dillard chose to wait. And so now life has kind of caught up with him here. And people are like, no, he's fine. He's fine. He's sitting there saying, I need to sell some artwork. And he sold it for $150. I don't know if he's fine. Men kind of will lie about their circumstances because they have pride. Don't make them do that. Don't sit there and go, are you fine? Do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? Are you not making it? Are you not taking care of your family? Probably don't do that. They're not really going to tell you the truth. I'm fine. We're fine. We'll be fine, asshole. We're fine. I'm a man. So,
one of the first comic jobs I ever had was a guy that had an idea for a comic. There's a million guys that have ideas for comics. He comes up to me saw my samples at a Comic-Con. I was like maybe 17. He hires me to do this book. He's got this script, and like, there's no money involved. I draw this comic. I'm still going to high school. All this shit. That book has never printed. And there's no money. So I literally got nothing out of it.
Well, look at Mike Miller and the Meg. We've been through this before. Back-end deals are not appropriate, and not appropriate for this, because here's the thing. First of all, the book was supposed to launch in October, and it still has not launched. Okay? So no money has come in yet, and that's probably because Yellowflash has decided that the way the wind's blowing, the book needs to be done and completed and ready for sale. We don't crowdfund. I'm not going to sit on your money while a book gets made. That's gay. That's like what ComicsGate does. I'm going to have the book finished.
I don't know if this would be on my radar if people aren't attacking people raising money for books that aren't done.
That's why I brought it up.
I know. And there's a reason for crowdfunding. And people, I get it from the outside that a lot of people don't understand this, but Marvel and DC, there has to be a cash flow. There's a reason they can't just go to graphic novel, because there has to be a cash flow. And I'm going to bring that up in a second. But so the monthlies pull in some cash so they can eventually get to the trade. I mean, and that way people can get paid to produce even if the end goal is the trade. There's a reason comics work this way, and it's cash flow, so you can redistribute it to creatives and all of this stuff.
Yeah, artists need money while they're working. They need money. Now, it doesn't matter what they say. They need money.
Now, this is a fact. Pro book people, I'm talking like just pro book, even if it's like YA books, but you people coming off the street for YA books get an advance against royalty. Now, their book may never even make a royalty, but they didn't make the book with $0. Now, unfortunately, that can be distributed against a whole team, but most publishing ventures, whether you own the rights completely or not, which a lot of YA books, they kind of own the rights to media and everything with it, there is still a sort of an advance against royalties. And what that means is once you pull, like, it's like they're paying you with a quarter with a string tied to it. They're going to yank that money right back. So the person who's publishing the book is always 100% safe. That in the end, the total, people are only getting paid like royalties. Mm-hmm. That's it. So, I mean, this isn't rocket science. This has been out there for years in multiple publishing ventures. It's not, this is why this argument like gives me a headache.
By the way, it's 9:42. Do you need to run?
Yeah, I'm gonna bolt. But I did want to tell people I am gonna launch an Inglorious Rex 2 Second Chance next weekend. Okay. So anybody wants to sign up for that, we have a new cover that's going to go with the Second Chance. We're also going to have all the cool stuff that was in Volume 2's campaign. It will be marked up. 2 new covers, $25. $25 for the supplemental connecting covers. And if you guys want to sign up, you can go to 9livescomics.com and sign up. And we have a fight poster, like mini postcard that you get with the order. If you already signed up for the previous campaign, no need to sign up. And again, this is my cool monster beat 'em up book. And if you're on later, I'll pop back on. I just have to step off for.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate you, Shane. Have a good one.
Yep. You too. Bye.
All right. So, by the way, this is Shane Davis' statue that he's making here. Just so that you know, he's got Inglorious Rex 2 Second Chance looking to launch next weekend. Sign up for Secret Tiers. Purchase of Secret Tiers gets you an exclusive postcard. And I guess maybe there's going to be this Build-A-Rex opportunity here, which is pretty neat. Nice little miniature that you can get. So that's Shane. All right. So anyway, let me see. Stop sharing. Get rid of this tab. Yeah. So anyway, this is the whole thing. You can't do that. You just can't do that. You can't offer somebody. You can't give somebody a choice like that. What you can do, you might say to somebody, listen, there's a sliding scale here. If you take a $200 a page rate, I'll give you 40%. Or you can have a $600 a page rate, and I'll give you 35%. You know what I mean? You could do that kind of a thing here, but you've got to have some money up front. So anyway, Why is this relevant? It's relevant because Yellowflash came out against late books and people who were sitting on people's money and crowdfunding and all of this stuff, which was ridiculous considering the fact that he has not crowdfunded his book and therefore doesn't seem to have any money to pay the artist. It's easy to write a book and to hand it off to an artist. Art is hard. Art takes time. You can't just do that. Now, we blasted him yesterday. Yellowflash shows up on his stream and gives this disingenuous bullshit here.
Whoops, I muted myself. Hello, everybody. I've got the panel in the back. I'm going to bring them on in a minute. But I'm kind of forced to talk about a couple of things real quick. I'm going to address them, and then I'm going to move on and never talk about it again. Because it's not what we do here.
Yeah, we don't do that here, do we? We talk about, other stuff. On Twitter is where we talk about what everybody else is doing in ComicsGate. On Twitter is where we, spend all fucking weekend blasting Ethan Van Sciver out of the blue with bullshit. Hypocrisy. And then when the shit shows up on your front door, it starts flashing on your doorway and your walkway. Now it's a problem. Now we're scared.
First off, it's been alleged that I'm apparently screwing over my artist. He owns 40% of that book. So if I make...
No, listen, dude. He owns 40% of zero right now. The book has made no money. There is no book. It belongs to you. It's on you. You get to decide when it launches. It was supposed to launch in October. It hasn't launched yet. He owns 40% of whenever you decide to make the comic book. If you decide to make the comic book, however you decide to make the comic book, he owns zero right now. He has zero. He has done all of the work, and he has received zero. So he owns 40% of nothing. Absolutely nothing. And in the meantime, you're here starting a civil war with me. You want to fight with me. And I got to do this. I got to point this stuff out. I got to actually expose you now. Probably wasn't a smart idea considering John Dillard, and all the work that he's supposed to be paid for, as you are the guy who's promoting him, to pick this kind of a fight, Yellowflash. So he owns 40%. He owns 40% of nothing. Nothing exists right now. Zero.
A lot of money. He's going to make a lot of money.
He might.
This is all private shit, too, by the way.
You know what? My page rate, my cover rate was private shit. The entire world didn't need to know what I charge people like you to draw covers. Private business shit. For some reason, you blasted it all over the world. How's that feel? How's it feel to get your private business blasted on the internet so people know what you are and are not paying people? You started this, Flash, fucking asshole. You did this. You did this to yourself.
Really shouldn't need to talk about this.
Well, right.
I offered to send him money, too, by the way. He turned it down because...
I want to know the circumstances of that. I offered to send him some money. Flash, you don't offer to send him money. He's doing work on a comic book that's for you. You saying he gets 40% of it is interesting. That's nice. You don't go, do you need some money, pal? You need a little handout to make it through? By the way, people are saying, oh no, Dillard is fine. Is he fine, Flash? Then how come you had to offer him money? You saw his circumstances and then you just offered him money? So he isn't fine. So he did need you to offer him a handout. What sounds like you were offering him a handout. Men are going to say no. Dillard is a man. He's going to say no. People don't want to be given handouts, except for Gabe El-Tayyib. Most men want to work for what they get, except for Gabe El-Tayyib.
Because he's a very prideful man. He didn't want the money.
Exactly. So knowing that, you need to pay him. You did work. This is your money, your pay for the work that you did. You're offering him charity when he's working for you. It's a profound insult to a man. Except for Gabe El-Tayyib.
So, business deals have been worked out a long time ago. It's ridiculous. It's drama farming. All spun. I know what's been going on with him. I offered to...
It's drama harvesting. You're the one who farmed the drama. You sent this all my way. Listen, I mean, I appreciate it. We made a lot of money making fun of you. We're making a lot of money now making fun of you. We're just harvesting drama, dude. You sent it all my way. I didn't ask for any of this. I woke up like, what is this? What's Yellowflash doing? A million messages. Look at what Yellowflash is saying about you. I don't mind. I'm fine, dude. I will do videos like this. I love this, like, retreat into, I'm a victim now. I'm a victim. It's just drama farming. I don't want to talk about this. It's my private business. You sat there and blasted my cover rate all over the internet. And by the way, I'm sitting here negotiating with Matt Barr. Matt Barr is going to be doing a cover for My Girth the Stallion. And I'm like, what's your cover rate? And he's like, whatever you want to give me. I'm like, fuck. See, he knows what I get paid now. That sucks, dude. Thank you. I might have to hire fewer people. Because I can't. Everybody knows this is what Ethan gets paid. If he pays me less than what he gets paid, in a way, it's kind of an insult. Sucks, dude. That's just common decency. You don't share these things.
To help him. Now, I am no longer going to affiliate myself with Ethan Van Sciver. The reason that I blocked him is because when you...
Why? Why did you block me, Flash? Nobody did anything to you. You know what people are saying about you in private? I know what people are saying about me. Let me tell you what they're saying about you. They're saying that you must have had some kind of nervous breakdown or on a drinking binge. Manically, you picked this fight. You do this a lot. You do this a lot to your friends. And then you have to reel it back and apologize and try to make things right. What people are saying about you is you acted like a retard and you took it too far. And you know you took it too far, but there's nothing you can do now. Now you have to plow forward and pretend, oh, I'm no longer going to speak to Ethan Van Sciver because of reasons. You got caught up in the Eric July shit. You got caught up in the anti-ComicsGate furor right now. And you made a big fucking mistake. Big mistake. And everybody sees it. You picked the wrong fight, Flash. I don't care how many fucking subscribers you have. You're an idiot. Wrong fight. And so what people are saying is he doesn't know what to do. So he's got to plow through it. He's got to go forward. Even though he knows he made a stupid mistake. That's why his voice is trembling. And now it's like, well, this is just Ethan. It's you. You did this to me. I didn't do anything to you. You did this to me. And now I got to expose you over what you're doing to John Dillard. Dude, you're a sleazebag to make John Dillard. You're a fucking sleazebag to make John Dillard work for 6 months and tell him there's something on the back end for him. You're going to make a lot of money. What if you lose your channel, Flash? What if people decide that you're a scumbag and no longer want to support whatever you do? What if they don't like your comic book? These are all considerations that are your problem, not Dillard's. That's why you pay him up front. These are all considerations. What if you just disappear? What if you're one of these guys who goes, you know what, I'm sick of the internet, I'm leaving. This happens all the time. This is why John Dillard needs to be paid up front.
Part ways with him. You're not allowed to just walk away. Okay?
This is another thing that they do. Yellowflash is like, you're not allowed to just walk away from ComicsGate. He's going to set you on fire on the way out. Asshole, ComicsGate is a train. I always compare it to a train. You can step off the train and walk away. I'll never even notice. But when you lob half a dozen grenades over your shoulder into the dining cart on your way out, I'm going to fucking notice. And that's when I'm going to actually open up the howitzer, metaphorically speaking, in Minecraft, and do this. You don't think I'm going to defend myself? You don't think I have the right to defend myself? from the crap that you're saying? You just tried to quietly walk away from ComicsGate? Is that what that was? I just tried to walk away from ComicsGate. And then, you know, he doesn't let you walk away from ComicsGate. He has to burn you to the ground. I was sleeping. I did nothing to this guy. I was just sleeping, minding my own business, having dreams about pies and pie shops, bakeries. And then this guy, in one day, this guy hits Twitter and his enormous Twitter following with this. This is him. These are all his tweets, blasting the fuck out of me. I did Seto to him. See Eric July down here in the lower left-hand corner? Getting support? I did nothing. And while you were doing this, you took down the ComicsGate community? You can't, you fucking idiot. You took that. This is why, this is like wet brain thinking. You took down the ComicsGate community. You punished everybody. So I wake up to this. This is you trying to quietly leave ComicsGate, I guess. It's my fault. Everything's my fault. People go, why do you get into fights with everybody? I just think that people honestly feel, first of all, I think that I don't get along with people like this. For a little while I do. There are people who are dummies, greedy dummies, you know, who I do not get along with. I think I've shown that to be true. But this always happens on Twitter. This is just the way Twitter is. This is the way YouTube is. It's so dumb, dude. And I don't know, man. I kind of, like every now and then, I'm just not, every now and then, like this happens and I have to kind of talk about it. Greedy dummies, duplicitous assholes. Incompatible with me. And if you really look at like everybody, it's like, well, why couldn't you get along with Doug TenNapel? Duplicitous asshole. That's why. Why couldn't you get along with Yellowflash? Greedy dummy. Mike S. Miller. Both of those things. Greedy, duplicitous, asshole dummy. Every single time I'm straightforward with these people. I'm here to help. But it just, there's something in human nature that just kind of goes wrong. All right, let me see here. Let's get back to Yellowflash's speech here. His sad lecture. He's not going to associate with me anymore.
You have to be damaged if you leave him and his brand ComicsGate.
Can you believe this?
You are not allowed to just leave him.
Flash, why didn't you just leave me? You could have done that. You could have said, hey, man, no offense, but like, see ya. I disagree with what you're saying about Eric July. Here's all you had to do. You could have said, I disagree with your problems with Eric July. I like Eric July. I prefer Eric July. I think he's going to be more helpful to my campaign than you are. So I'm going to say adios to you. No offense. I would have been like, we fucking retard. Okay. See you, Flash. See you, bozo. And that would have been it. But I woke up to this. I was sandbagged by this. You don't have to do this.
So I knew he was going to attack me.
Me attack him.
Letting him do it.
Letting me do it? Are you?
This is why I don't want to associate with him. This is why I don't want to associate with him.
Low IQ, dude. Hold on a second. Let me just ask the chat, like, is this like somebody who, is he deliberately lying? Is he completely unself-aware? Or is he lying and he knows what he's doing and he's trying to grab the narrative? Because I can't tell. There are some people in this space that know they're lying and try to grab the narrative. And then there are some people who are just dumb and just forget that they're in the wrong here. They're completely in the wrong. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. Like he's lying and he knows. People are saying both. He's doing both. He's lying. He knows he's lying. Well, I mean, I could just show that whole big wall of like tweets. that didn't come from me. I never said a bad word about Flash. In fact, everything that I said to Flash was like, thank you for letting me on the show. I realize it's brave of you to let me on the show because some of your friends don't. He's lying, but he's stupid. Thanks, Queen Bee. I realize it's brave of you to let me on the show because it's not, these the Zero Sphere, the Grifter Sphere, as they're called by some. They find me to be problematic. So thank you for letting me on the show. I'll try to be good on your show. That's all I do. That's all I kind of said to him. And then this happened. It's really weird. Hold on a second. He's a greedy cheapskate dummy. Lying and playing victim. Yeah, he's lying because too many people are calling him out. Marquis Dena says, do a tier list of everyone on Friday Night Nights. Yellowflash is doing Yellowflash content now is tier lists, and they're all retarded too. I saw him do like a tier list of like Christmas specials, and he said "It's a Wonderful Life" was trash. I'm like, I think it was pretty ridiculous. Here in the Steadfast says crowdfunding is smart business. Why would you use up your own capital? Crowdfunding is amazing. I really don't understand why people would. The reason to push against crowdfunding is two things. You're able to sort of create a it's us versus them narrative. And pretty much if you can convince people that crowdfunding isn't a good thing, you can slit the throats of all your competitors in the indie sphere. We can't let that happen, obviously. It's too important. Norman says, it's not private if an artist struggling on a stream. Yeah, that's not private information. I wouldn't have known this if it wasn't for the fact that Dillard said everything that I said. I didn't make anything up. Dillard said it on a live stream. Juan Wong for $10 says, hang on. Is it not common practice to pay an artist in advance for living expenses and for the artist to get their percentage revenues after the advance payments are paid back? Yes. It's called a page rate. Page rate and then royalties. It's very easy. It is universally utilized because it always works and there's no confusion. Here's what we're going to give you. I'm going to feed you this much money per page. Okay? And then on top of that, you're going to get 30%, or 40%. But we're going to take whatever I gave you in advance. That's an advance. Your page rate's in advance. So we'll subtract that from the 40%, and then you're going to get your big lump sum. He's still getting his, if it makes $1 million, he's still getting his $400,000. He's still getting that. But you got to feed it to him as he goes. You got to do that. It's the way it is because he's taking a big chance. The success of this project is all in your hands, not his. Why should he take the risk? He's doing all of this incredible work. Why should he take the risk? It's your risk. You're the risk taker. You invest your money in it. You're the guy taking the risk. And if you don't like that, then you crowdfund it. Okay? Jude Vanillion says, remember that time Flash threw a hissy fit because John came on Ethan's channel to launch his campaign? Dude's been mad ever since. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Well, this is the place. Honestly, Comic Artist Pro Secrets is the place to launch ComicsGate campaigns. Right here. This is the audience. This is the audience that backs books. This is where people come to have fun with the launch. We know how to do it. We're exciting about it. Norm Lenhart says, stop me if you heard this before. When someone speaks, acts, and complains like an SJW, guess what? Yeah, but they could just be shitheads. See, SJWs are shitheads. And that's the thing, the commonality. They're abusers who use abusive tactics. What Yellowflash is doing here, he's being an abuser, okay? He's using abusive tactics, but he is. That's exactly what he's doing. The idea of coming after me and then pulling back and playing the victim like this, gaslighting everybody, oh, I'm the victim here, that is, he's just being an abusive shithead. That's all he's doing. SJWs use those same tactics too, but they employ them for marginalized people. They employ them. Yeah, I mean, being an SJW is a unique thing. They act like abusive bully, cry-bully shitheads because they care so much about marginalized people. And I don't think Flash cares about marginalized people. All right, let's see Yellow Flash here continue on with his spiel.
All he does is shit on everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, that's what I do. Everybody.
So I'm done with him. And that's the end of it. If you don't like that, I understand. If you want to be his fan and my fan, you're still
Why
welcome.
do you have any fans?
I'm sorry that I have to talk about this. I shouldn't have said anything on social media. I should have.
When he said, if you want to be my fan and his fan, I don't mean to be mean. Why does Yellowflash think he has fans? Like, why does he have any fans? Are there Yellowflash fans? Did I miss Yellowflash mania? Is he, I understand he has a lot of subscribers. He has fans? For what? What do you do, Yellowflash? You sit there and you mutter drunkenly over articles. You read them and go, this is woke shit, man. This is just fucking woke trash. You have fans? You could sell out an arena with that? Like, what are you talking about? You have fans. You want to be my fan and his fan?
Just been quiet and left it alone.
You should have been.
And that's on me. And
Yeah,
to all of you
it's all
that are
on you.
upset, I apologize. And if this upsets you, I understand. If you want to leave, I understand. If you want to be my fan and his fan still, you're still welcome here. And that's all I have to say about it. At this point moving forward, I'm no longer going to talk about him or anything.
Press X to doubt. I'll bet you Yellowflash is going to talk about me more. I've heard so many people say, moving forward, I'm no longer going to refer to Ethan Van Sciver. They can't resist. I am the honey that attracts many maggot. I think he is going to be talking about me more. The chat's lit up with X's. Pretty sure Yellowflash is not going to give up on me just yet, unfortunately. He should, though.
Thing that he does. And that's really it. I don't need to drama farm other
What?
YouTube creators.
Yellowflash, you're a YouTuber. All you do is drama farm. I don't know if you know what it is that you do for a living. All you do is drama farm, dude. All you guys drama farm. Oh, this is woke shit. Oh, Disney's going down in flames. You are a drama farmer. Do you see what you do as like some professional effort? You think you're creating anything of value? You're fine. All you guys, your entire careers are drama farming. Get used to it. Just accept that about yourselves. Don't pretend you're doing anything noble. You're not doing anything noble. You are a drama farmer. And by the way, I am a drama harvester. And I don't care. Like, I'm not duplicitous about this. I like it. People go, Ethan likes drama. I don't care. Yeah, it's fun. I like talking about this. People behave like a-holes. I'll talk about it. Why wouldn't I talk about it? All he does is drama farm. Now back to me shitting all over Disney. Talking about how Doctor Who is woke, man. I don't, like, just please come to terms with who you are. Professional drama farmers. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. If that's what you do, if you can get people, if you can entertain people with that kind of content, I'm not shitting on it at all. It's just fine. I tried to do it for a little while, but then I kind of looked around me and saw the other people who were doing it, and I said, am I one of these people? And I said, no, I'm not one of these people. I can't do that. Yellowflash sowed the wind, he shall reap the whirlwind. Reap it. Chuck Jose channel says, seriously, EVS, why do you dislike Yellowflash? I just started to dislike him like 2 days ago. Chuck, I didn't dislike him before. Now I do. I dislike him now because of this shit. But it's not his fault, dude. There's something wrong with him. In my opinion, there's something wrong with him. And in other people's opinions, too. Because I'm sitting there like, why did he do this? And, mutual friends are like, because this is what he does. And then he regrets it. He goes too far. And then he feels bad. He thinks he can fix it and make up with people. But he's like, in this case, Flash went too far. And he knows he went too far. So he's got to dig his heels in. And that's fun. Just like with Lofty. Yeah, I know. He kicked Lofty out. And then he listened to me. And I told him, this is why Lofty is valuable to your show, dummy. And then he didn't even wait. He immediately hired Lofty back with an apology. He was shitting on Lofty. You know, Yellowflash is like, he's shitting on everybody. No, just idiots who ask for it. You know what I mean? I want to be friends with everybody. I'd like to be kind with everybody, but, you know, it's disappointing. It's not always possible. But, like, Lofty didn't even do anything to you. He was, like, very important to your show, and you had a temper tantrum, blocked him, fired him from your show, and had to reel that back in. And you're welcome. Here we go.
And I don't want to associate with people who drama farm other YouTube creators.
Oh, other YouTube creators.
That's it. If anybody comes into the chat asking about this, tell them to roll back the tape. That's my statement. Someone wants to clip it, I don't care.
Thank you.
I don't copyright strike people. So that's all I have to say on the matter. And I'm sorry that I had to do this. I didn't even want to make this announcement, but kind of have to. So that's it. I'm done now.
Okay.
Let's bring on somebody that I did fuck.
Pardon me? Did he just say, let's bring on somebody that I did fuck? That was the end of the clip. Did he just say that? Hold on a second. Let me hear that again. Okay.
Kind of have to. So that's it. I'm done now. Let's bring on somebody that I did fuck.
That is what he said, dude. Did he bring in Lofty? Did he fuck Lofty? Yeah, it was Lofty. Oh my god. What the hell, dude? I can't keep it going. That's the end of the clip. What do you want from me? I didn't make this clip. I'm just playing the clip. I was trying to get the information out there. He said, let me bring in somebody who I did fuck. You fucked him? Oh. Cool, man. I guess. So, well, anyway, that's Yellowflash's whole thing. Now, out of this, everything's a nightmare all the time. Why can't people just be honest? Like, just come out and be honest and be like, you know what? I don't know. I probably drank a lot. Just, listen, I got into the tequila and I said some stuff that I wanted to say for a while. Probably came out of the blue to Ethan Van Sciver, but, you know, fuck that guy. You know, I've had to pretend to like him for a long time, but I don't like him. And so, you know, that's it. And I'd be like, okay, that makes sense to me. Like, I would be like, all right, fair enough, fair play. Instead, we got all this other stuff. He shits on everyone. What is this? That's not what happened here.